Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Now it's for the week from the 7th of February 2022, but if you're watching this at another time, don't get caught up in the date, because in spirit there's no such thing as time. So you'll know if it's right for you because you'll feel something in your body, okay? Some sort of vibration or frequency change. That's how you know. Okay, so if you're new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Let's go to the board and see what these cards have to say. Alrighty, so I like to have a little vision before I turn the cards over. I'm going to go with that card there and close my eyes. Now for card number 1, it's very simple. Just pick a number between 1 and 5. I didn't say that. It's the most obvious thing you have to do is pick your number. Okay, so first number that comes into your mind. You can have more than one number if you wish. If you have too many numbers, you might get confused, or maybe not. Okay, so we're doing card number 1. I see footsteps in front of me, somebody walking. This is about making progress. Your feet on the ground, you're practical, maybe looking at details, not getting sidetracked. It's like you're on your path if you've picked card number 1. I'm going to go with that one underneath. All right, here's the steps. Never ceases to amaze. Okay, now this is like, it's called the Fool, but it's really a good card. There's not a negative connotation to this card. In fact, it means stepping out, taking a risk. But you know, the universe likes you to do that sometimes. Even if you think in earthly terms that you've been a failure at something, as long as you're learning, you're not failing, okay? You're moving forward in a sense just by the experience and the learning that you'll get. There could be someone around you, family or friends or partner maybe, trying to hold you back, stop you going on a new journey, stop you moving forward. They want you to stay stuck in the past because they know what they're dealing with and it's easier for them to process mentally. If you're changing, you know, it's hard for other people to deal with. They've got to put energy and effort into figuring out, you know, what's going on with you. You'll see she's wearing green here because it is all about growth, and also some red for action. She's got a little red and green traveling bag up here, the traveling kit. Now you'll see she's sort of on a promontory here and about to step out. She can either sprout wings and fly or end up in the ocean here, which is the subconscious, but that's not a bad thing because deep down in the subconscious there are all sorts of treasure chests. So sometimes you can become quite wealthy if you go down into your subconscious, and you'll find not only confidence, but you'll find all sorts of gifts and talents, abilities, things that are going to, you know, help you in your life and generally help you become more authentically who you are, authentically you. There's also dragonflies up here, which dragonflies are associated with intuition. So it's super important that you listen to your intuition. That's a major arcana card. That means it's quite significant for you this week if you've picked card number 1. Alrighty, now we're going to card number 2. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Doors opening up in front of me. Okay, so there's a few people here dressed in sheets like ghosts. So the ghosts from the past, and I see them. It's like they're trying to rush through the door. Perhaps this week somebody or something which happened in the past is coming back to you. You might hear about school reunions, people you used to date, friends, old school friends. There might be some news come through this week. And also the Justice card, and I'm thinking here immediately of a legal situation, although this doesn't really indicate that because this is about natural law, L-O-R-E, rather than human law, L-A-W. But the first thing that comes to my mind is justice and something that happened in the past, and now there could be some karma the chickens are coming home to roost, so to speak, and you hear about it. You'll notice here if she's got her feet on the ground, this is practical, okay? Action needs to be taken. And she's dressed in black because she doesn't have all of the information. But what she does have is this owl on her shoulder, which gives her intuition. And this is fabulous if you can listen to this blindfolded, because she doesn't see the full story. But if she listens to the intuition, she'll be able to cut out the relevant details from all of the quagmire of information, cut out and sort and classify whatever she needs to do, and make a decision, okay, that is fair and based on, what's the right thing to do spiritually. So this card can help you with illegal things, something about cars, if there's a car accident or something like that. I'm just getting the word car. And and by the way, if you have picked card number 2, do check that your car is in order and there's no maintenance problems. Okay, so number 3, card number 3. Stick around to the end. I'll do a psychic channeling, just whatever I get. Okay, number 3. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Okay, I see flowers, like into a sort of headband for a baby. Okay, so this is about children or things that are relatively new that are changing your life at a really, big fundamental level. It's a life-changing kind of energy, a new job, new business, or an actual physical baby. But the flowers around the head on this headband means that there's some happiness with this and a sense of, oh my God, what does this mean? Baby's bottom. I just don't know what it means. Baby's bottom. The flowers around the head is about your crown chakra, opening up your crown chakra. Okay, or maybe it's just like your inner child getting rid of stuff from the past that you no longer need. Okay, so this is the Hermit card. This came out today in the Facebook Pick a Card as well. If you pick card number 3, you need plenty of time on your own to look inside yourself. It could be that down the track you're going to teach this to other people. See this wolf here is like a mentor, a teacher, a counsellor, and it might be that the time that you spend on yourself now pays off later. It could pay off financially, but it's also about you healing yourself. You have the light, okay? You have the ability to share light and to cast light onto certain situations. So this light, she can just point it and cast the light onto a circumstance or a situation for other people. Okay, you are the light. Okay, number 4. Number 4, let's look at this and see what comes out. Okay, we'll go with that one. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Oh, I don't even know what this is called. It's like a scythe. A scythe that you use to cut grain or harvest, the time of harvesting, but there's a fair amount of work involved in cutting it. It's also, again, about decision making and cutting the stuff away that you don't need anymore, in terms of, making a decision. As soon as you do that, you rule out lots and lots of possibilities. Okay, so this is about getting more specific and detailed about a decision. The card that comes up is the King of Wands, which is quite fabulous. Inspiration, motivation, and creativity coming to you this week. See the green, a lot of opportunity around that. The good thing is the red, because that means taking action to actually bring your creativity and your inspiration into the physical world. He's seated on a wooden throne here, so it's practical. He's got his feet on the ground. He's grounded. He's got his pet iguana here at his feet, or some sort of lizard. and that's about getting in touch with your instincts. So it's about being a full person in that you can take note of your instincts, you can listen to your mind, you can be in touch with spirit. And so it's like across multiple realms. These sunflowers, reminiscent of the sun, the source of all light, the spark of life. This gives you comfort, it gives you security and warmth and happiness, and matches this yellow here around the solar plexus. So that's very goal oriented. It's about achievement, doing stuff in the world out there. Okay, so this is a fabulous card. If you've picked card number 4, you should be feeling more energy this week, and you can use that for creatively transforming the world around you. All right, card number 5. Let's have a look at 5 is alive. Okay, I'll go with that one underneath. What do I see now for card number 5? Oh, okay, a piece of wood with ants. What are they called? I just can't think. You know, the ants that eat the wood. Anyway, it's a problem. It could be that some of your structures are being eaten away by, you know, this ant problem. So it could be parasitic. So these could be people around you that are like parasites, or people that are sucking your energy. So you need to take care of that by having time away from these bloodsuckers. But also, if you do have like a wooden house that you live in with a wooden frame, then you need to check that. In Australia, we have a lot of houses that have steel frames, so it's not an issue. And particularly here in my state, Queensland, it is an issue. So, yeah, do check that. The card that comes up is the Two of Cups. Now, this is interesting in light of the vision, because it could be your relationship, your partner perhaps is changing things in the relationship to what it used to be. This is a more positive card because it does suggest a healing is going on. You see this snake here, these two snakes. So it's about integrating the opposites, what your partner represents to you if you have a partner. You may not have a physical partner. It could be some energy deep down inside yourself. So this is called a handfast. They did this hundreds of years ago, and it's a type of marriage where you could nominate the term of the, you know, the time of the union. And so are you going to be together for 1 year, or are you going to be together for 5, 20, or the rest of your lives? It's up to you, but you nominate that in advance. So angels' wings, gold angels' wings here that are looking out over both of you as you integrate the energy from each other. It's a very positive card, and perhaps if there is something being eaten away in your relationship, it's going to show up the problems, and you may become more aware of them this week. Okay, we've got 3 major arcana here. This is quite unusual that 3 come up. So a significant week for many people, plus a king, and then cups, emotions. So yes, quite significant this week. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for everybody for the week commencing 7th of February 2022. Straight road in front of me. Okay, so things are more clear cut this week for many people. It means that people have a sort of more of an idea of what direction they're supposed to be going. It's an easy, very easy walk, so it's not so up and down as what things may have been in the recent past. It's more straight and level, and so we don't have to put a lot of energy into moving forward. We're just going to naturally move forward this week. They're saying, as I see somebody digging a hole, which is like a grave, and so burying something from the past, but then the whole of the land, it like cracks up. So they start digging a hole, digging a grave to bury something that is already dead, but then the whole land just sort of cracks up and breaks right open. So I feel like a lot of truths are going to come out this week. Things that have been buried or underground, sort of Plutonian type energy, things that have been deep down, maybe emotions that people have been sitting on and really keep pushing away and don't want to deal with. I feel like stuff's going to come out. Then there's at the bottom where the earth is cracked open, the ocean is there. So again, the source of all life. It is a bit volatile, so there could be a little bit of turbulence, something about separate countries. And so we might hear things in the news about countries being annexed or you know, for example, like Russia trying to grab the Ukraine, talking about because they've annexed the Crimea there, perhaps, you know, there's some sort of talk like that we may hear. But yeah, this separating of countries, or maybe on a spiritual level it means the division. There's further division within a country's population. And things become even more polarised. I don't know how that's possible because they're extremely polarised quite right now. But you know, with this polarisation, there are people actually manipulating other people, you know, people with lots and lots of money that are actually manipulating populations, and that adds to the polarisation. So I don't know why that's part of the agenda. That just even doesn't make sense, because polarisation, you know, if they want to bring in a whole new political system, perhaps that's the goal, and that would be the only like benefit, if for want of a better word, of polarisation. Polarisation is generally destructive. Okay, it's about getting rid of something, you know, and that is life. Sometimes we do need to you know, throw the old out and get rid of the old and bring something new in, something better. Okay, all right, so I think we'll be hearing a lot more about that in the coming days and weeks. All right, thanks so much for joining me today. If this is useful for you, please leave a like and share on your socials. That would be fabulous. Just copy and paste the link into Facebook or Insta, wherever you are. And if you're new, subscribe and be alive, and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, have a fabulous week, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. I'll be going on with the March horoscopes, okay? I'm starting those today. Thanks again. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.